Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the show. My name is Adam Bergman, and this, of course, is The Adam Bergman Show. In today's video, I will be talking about one of my most bullish positions. I have such high hopes, admiration, and respect for the team and community behind the Hedera Hashgraph. The Hedera Hashgraph is one of the most innovative cryptocurrency technologies out there. It is in fact not a blockchain, it is something called a DAG, which is also a form of a DLT. If you're unfamiliar, a DLT stands for a decentralized ledger technology, and a DAG stands for a directed acyclic graph. Directed acyclic graph means it goes one way. If you are unaware what that looks like, or you are unaware of how that works, they use something called a gossip to gossip protocol, and this is what it looks like. This is my own custom design. If you guys want one of these HBAR, Hedera, Hashgraph, Hello Future t-shirts or hoodies, feel free to click the link down below in the description. In today's video, I will be outlining the Hedera Hashgraph. I'm gonna give you an unbiased opinion and give you 100% facts about how absolutely amazing this project is. It's very hard to find any holes in the game of the Hedera Hashgraph, and it is almost impossible to find weaknesses about this amazing project. But like always, definitely do your own research. I could only give you my own personal point of view, and unfortunately, I am not God and I don't make the rules. It is what it is, and I could only tell you what I'm doing. At the end of the day, you gotta make your own decisions for yourself. With that said, let's begin. The Hedera Hashgraph is an absolute bargain at 3.8 cents. Hedera Hashgraph is now currently trading at the 38th spot of CoinMarketCap with a total market cap of just under $1 billion at $977 million. That is an absolute shame. That is an absolute travesty, as Hedera Hashgraph has some of the best technology and some of the actual best technology in some points of cryptocurrency. And it's absolutely saddening to see the ridiculously cheap price of the Hedera Hashgraph when you have projects like a Dogecoin and a SHIB, more power to you, being on top of the top 10 charts. It's absolutely disrespectful. They do have a maximum supply of 50 billion Hedera HBAR, and the current circulating supply is 25 billion Hedera HBAR. They do offer staking, a very lucrative 6.5% staking through the Hedera Hashpack wallet and the Atomic wallet, which is a generic wallet of cryptocurrency, not just specific to Hedera, just announced that you can stake for 6.5% return on the Atomic wallet as well, and that's always a good thing. I'm gonna give you a couple of key points when it comes to Hedera, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Hedera is fast. It's blazingly freaking fast at a 3 to 5 second finality. It is also scalable. Every transaction of Hedera is only 0.0001 USD. The price of Hedera stays stable as it pegged to the US dollar, which means the value of your transaction, the transaction fee stays the same. And the value of Hedera, as it goes up, as it goes down, as it goes sideways, and as it barcodes, your transaction fee will be the same. This is super important if you are a commercial business or an institution. And this is very important when you talk about scalability. The bigger you get, the more transactions you do, the larger your transactions, specifically for financials, for example, a bank, having a set price for your transaction fee that is not gonna go up or down, it is not variable, it is fixed, is super important to do business in the future. If you give me just a moment, I'm gonna give you an example so you guys can understand in everyday mathematics just how freaking cheap it is to use the Hedera Hashgraph. But before I do that, let me speak about the energy efficiency. The energy efficiency as posted on the Hedera website. Now, this is up for debate. There are some studies out there that are saying that Hedera Hashgraph is actually more energy efficient than Hedera Hashgraph is even posting on their website. However, it is debatable about what is the most energy efficient cryptocurrency technology out there, but sufficient to say Hedera is definitely up there as one of the top 3 most efficient cryptocurrencies in my personal humble opinion. As stated on the Hedera website, it's at 0.00017 kilowatts an hour, and I'm gonna do some simple math with that as well. Finally, It has an absolutely thriving, massive, die-hard Hedera H-Barbarian army. Their Twitter account for the Hedera account is 262,000 strong, and the H-Bar Foundation, which is in charge of marketing and growing Hedera as well as grants, is at 66,000 followers. The throughput of Hedera. Currently, it has 10,000 transactions plus. However, we are keeping it at 10,000 plus. In theory, Hedera can reach hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. It's really, really dope. On top of that, Hedera uses a very simple language called Solidity, and they do use the EVM, which is the Ethereum Virtual Machine. This opens the Hedera Hashgraph up for developers to come over from Ethereum and a Binance and a Polygon and many other cryptocurrency blockchains that use the Solidity language, and they could come on over to Hedera and build on Hedera, because Hedera is definitely faster, cheaper, more energy efficient, and downright just fun to use with its amazing community. Let's do some math. There is 60 seconds in a minute, there are 60 minutes in an hour, and there's 24 hours in a total day and night. If you do the math, that comes out to 86,400, which means if you take a transaction every single second of an entire day and night, you're gonna get 86,400. If you times it by the 0.0001 USD fee per transaction of Hedera, you come up with a massive number of $8.64, which means for you to use Hedera every second of every minute of every single hour for a 24-hour period, it's only gonna cost you $8.64, or roughly $3,000 to use it for the entire year if you were to use it every single second. Now let's do the same math and use it for the energy efficiency. The current energy used to boil a cup of tea is 0.03125 kilowatts an hour. If you take that same 86,400 and times it times the output of a transaction in terms of energy use, which is 0.00017 kilowatts an hour, you come up with a number of 14.68 kilowatts an hour. And if you divide that by a cup of tea, you end up getting around 470 cups of tea. So just for several hundred cups of tea worth of energy and under $9, you get to use Hedera every single second of every single minute of every single hour of an entire day and an entire night. That is absolutely a magnet for huge institutional adoption and usership when it comes to Hedera. Remember, a transaction is not just sending from point A to point B, a cryptocurrency. A transaction can also mean digital identification and a digital trail of something. For example, before I go any further, can I please ask you for one favor? Can you please absolutely hit, smash, discombobulate, and absolutely annihilate, don't forget to put in a chokehold, that like button. I need two things to happen. I need YouTube to send me an invoice and be like, yo, Adam, your subs broke that like button. And I need Graham Stephan, that freaking Schiller, to cry me a river that we broke the like button and his subscribers don't have a chance to smash that like button. The Hedera Governing Council publishes their meeting minutes on the actual Hedera Hashgraph, which means everything becomes immutable. If you want something that cannot be smudged, if you want something that cannot be fudged, and you want something that's gonna be here until the end of time, you record it on the DLT. Hedera is absolutely amazing because it is so cheap to record on the DLT, and it is so much fun and blazingly fast to use the Hedera Hashgraph. And this is one of the reasons why I'm absolutely bullish on the Hedera Hashgraph, and I believe that 2024 is going to be an amazing year for Hedera Hashgraph. Hedera Hashgraph does have something called a governing council. The governing council, every single council member has an equal vote. A governing council member can serve for 2 consecutive terms. On the 3rd term, they cannot serve, and then they can come back on the 4th term, so on and so forth. Currently, there are 27 Hedera Governing Council members. These Governing Council members include some of the largest corporations in the world and some of the largest universities and educational institutions in the world. These Governing Council members are throughout the entire globe, throughout various different industries. Now, a lot of people consider this to be centralized. I consider this to be decentralized, and you have a target on someone's back so you know exactly who to hold accountable. Now, some of these companies that I will be talking about are companies like a Google, like an IBM, like a Boeing, like London University. These are massive, massive institutions with huge footprints and ridiculous amounts of clout. They will not be screwing you over just to steal a few $1 million worth of cryptocurrency. It's not gonna happen. However, the same exact governing council members are using the Hedera Hashgraph and bringing it from a proof of concept to a proof of action that is hopefully gonna now bring to a mass adoption in the crypto community. What do I mean by that? A concept is, in theory, this can work. An action is taking that in theory it can work and actually utilizing it. And that's exactly what the governing council members are doing with Hedera. For example, one of the governing council members is LG. LG integrates Hedera NFTs into LG televisions. As a matter of fact, they just announced that they're upgrading this and they have a partnership with Blade Wallet where you will be able to purchase NFTs on the LG. Really cool, right? There's another governing council member, Piper. They're also utilizing Hedera Hashgraph in order to tokenize assets. They're a huge law firm. So it's really amazing that the Hedera Governing Council is actually governing Hedera and everybody gets one vote. In order to vote on something, you need a 2/3 majority. And when they do vote on something, there are minutes that are published. As I mentioned before, these minutes are being published on the Hedera Public DLT, so anybody can see it. Nothing's in hiding. Everything is in plain sight, and I definitely appreciate that of the Hedera Hashgraph. We do have some really big announcements when it comes to the Hedera Hashgraph. On January 1st alone, the Hedera Hashgraph opened up over 100,000 accounts. Actually, it was like 108,000 accounts. That is a really, really big deal. There's a massive amount of dApps and DEXs and developments that's happening on the Hedera Hashgraph. As I mentioned before, the language being used is Solidity, which is considered to be an easy language to use in cryptocurrency and widely the biggest spoken language when it comes to cryptocurrency. You'll have the Hedera Hbar Foundation. The Hedera Hbar Foundation gives grants to developers. So if you're looking for money and you have an idea, you can apply for a grant. Now they're a little stingy with their money, but that's probably a good thing. They're not just out there spending money for no reason. They're spending money with intent to grow the Hedera Hashgraph. Finally, they're super innovative. Dr. Lehman Baird is a genius in cryptocurrency and applied sciences. Dr. Lehman Baird is one of the co-founders of the Hedera Hashgraph, and he now runs Swirl Labs. Swirl Labs is one of the governing council members. They only have one vote, like all other governing council members, and they keep innovating, they keep coming up with ideas, they keep doing things differently and making breakthroughs when it comes to cryptocurrency. One of the things that they're working on right now is called DREC, which stands for Decentralized Recovery, and it's an ability to recover your seed phrases if you happen to lose that. Some people look down on this, some people appreciate that, and I know Dr. Lehman Baird, he just came out, he had an interview, and he was speaking about this. I heard him speak about this on 3 different occasions already. It's really, really cool. However, that's probably 5 videos in itself to explain it. It's a very difficult topic to explain, and it has a lot of intricate details in order to make this actually happen. However, Dr. Lehman Baird is trying to work with others in the crypto community in order to apply this DREC across not just the Hedera Hashgraph, but many other DLTs, blockchains, and DAGs out there. Guys, for everything that I just mentioned, I truly do believe that the Hedera Hashgraph is ridiculously underpriced. If you want my honest opinion, I do believe that the price of Hedera Hashgraph is going to go down alongside the rest of the crypto market, and I do believe that there's going to be a better entry point in the future. However, that doesn't mean that's actually gonna happen and Hedera Hashgraph can just go to the freaking moon tomorrow. Something can happen, regulations, some breakthroughs, so on and so forth. I don't have a crystal ball and I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. At the end of the day, it's your money and you do whatever you want. I will tell you that in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years from now, everyone's gonna be laughing at the price of the Hedera Hashgraph at 3.8 cents. It is ridiculously cheaper. However, if you can get in at 3 cents as opposed to nearly 4 cents, obviously that's a better entry point. That's an arbitrary number. I have no idea if it's gonna go down that low or not. All I'm saying is 2023 is gonna suck for all things finance, but 2023 second half possibly, and 2024 is gonna be amazing. 2023 is going to be an accumulation stage of many different finance assets, including the Hedera Hashgraph. I have super high hopes. I'm fully back in this project, and I definitely am going to be adding to my bag a little bit later in this year. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you guys want some more information, I have a really cool video down below where I'm comparing Hedera to Algorand to XRP in the battle of which ISO 222 compatible project is the best. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend.